Noah, think. Why are we washing dishes when we could just use plastic?
Because corporate won't let us?
Because corporate won't let us. It's ridiculous. We're spending all this money on water primarily because you and me won't turn off the dishwasher when we, are not using it.
If we turn it off, it might break.
It's
happened before.
This is true. We are too afraid to turn off the dishwasher because it might
has
explode.
Turned off and not turned back on before.
Well, Noah, it would be a shame if, we showed up today and talked about something that we've already talked about.
Like Invincible?
Fuck.
I mean, the season did just end.
The season did just end, and I watched all of it.
Yeah, I watched all of it too. The highs and the lows, and there was one pretty low episode on this season.
Alright, the jig is up.
What jig?
Alright, Noah. What did you think of part 2 of season 1? Or just season 1?
Well, I'm gonna say part 2 since all my thoughts about episodes 1 through 5 are in the last video. 7 and 8 are really good episodes, and 6 is kind of bad at points.
Yeah, I thought 6 was awful. The voice acting in 6 was just infuriating. Eve is saying goodbye to her parents, and what does she say? Bye, Mom. Bye, Dad. And then flies off.
They're kind of horrible.
Yeah, they are horrible people, but don't you think she would show some kind of emotion?
I don't know. Her dad was being a pretty huge dick until the very end.
Also, I was right. My theory was right. Omni-Man is just a bored superhuman sent by a space conqueror.
I mean, I'm not so much sure if he's bored, if it's just like, it's time.
Well, yeah, he is kind of bored, because, he doesn't see, any being on this planet as worthy as, his own son. Yeah, that line about her being a pet was funny.
We'll get back to that. Let's take this episode by episode.
Yeah, episode 6 probably had the lowest quality.
Yeah, in my notes it says weakest, and it says Amber was annoying this episode.
Episode 6 was the one where he told Amber, right?
It was either at the end of episode 6 or at the beginning of episode 7.
Alright, well, that sequence pissed me off to no degree. Because I was like, really, Amber? Really? You knew the whole time and you were still giving him a hard-ass time? Dude, the guy goes out and risks his life for people. Isn't this, the thing that you care about the most? And you're just gonna brush it off because, he lied to me. Off.
Yeah, in my notes, I put Amber's character assassination in it.
It's so ass. And then it's she doesn't even apologize to him later. She doesn't say, hey, sorry I was being a huge... No, she shows up at his door and is like, hey, we're back together now. Isn't that great? And he's just like, oh my god, that's so great.
Yeah, that part made me mad. Although, that's high school.
Imagine, though, if Mark told her to f*** off. Imagine. I thought that would have been great.
I thought he was going to for a minute, but he didn't, and I got kind of sad.
What if he just closed the door? He just closed the door on her?
Yeah, the whole point of her knowing and her getting mad about not knowing was kind of frustrating, because it would have been one thing if she's like, yeah, you probably should have told me, or at least try to do a little better. But at this point, if you knew and you didn't call him out for it, that's kind of your own fault.
It's it's such a shit reason to be upset with someone. Hell, even by normal people standards. Oh, you had a job this whole time and you didn't tell me? I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't tell you I worked at Burger King. Do you want to finish the popcorn I bought for you?
I'm sorry I didn't tell you a secret that would endanger you, my family, and everyone else I knew and loved.
Yeah, for real. It's like, do you not trust me? You might not be his future wife.
Yeah, that's true. It's high school.
It's just nuts. Amber, like, I didn't like Amber's character before. I really don't like her now. I hope she gets fucking Gwen Stacy'd in the next season. I swear to God.
Yeah,
Move over for Eve.
At least Eve has been doing good things.
Top tier wife.
Yeah, Amber was unlikable for the last couple of episodes. Really unlikable, in my opinion.
Also, Eve's powers kind of perplex me a little bit.
How powerful is Eve?
I know. Like, she can summon food. She can create matter from other matter. She can perfectly transmute things.
Which makes me wonder if she can just, like, deconstruct, like, individual cells.
Yeah, can she kill Omni-Man?
I don't know. That's something I'm gonna totally email the creator. No, I'm not.
This is the problem with these all-powerful super characters. Like, I said it in the last episode about how I felt about Superman and people like that. How it just completely ruins, like, the threat. I mean, like, it's a different kind of threat in this TV show. Because it's like the all-powerful being is the enemy, but, like, he's also going through an identity struggle. Yeah. So, yeah, it is kind of different. And I did appreciate, going a different direction than typical superhero crap.
Yeah. But yeah, episode 7 was not episode 7. Episode 6 was the weakest. I did we get to spend more time with his best friend. We get to know him a little bit more.
Holy he's so dumb.
But yeah, at times, yeah, he is really stupid.
Oh my god, you're a superhero! When Mark just went through something, like, really tragic. These are, like, really one-dimensional, like, typical high school characters. Yeah, I mean, like, okay. So, whatever episode contained the cyborgs, that was terrifying.
Oh, yeah. That kid was insane.
Yeah, the poor first guy who, like, killed himself on, like, the metal thing, it was kind of fucked up because I could understand he was yelling help.
Yeah, he totally was.
Yeah, he was yelling help me, but it was coming out as just air, and he was coughing up blood too, and I'm kind of traumatized by that. I'm not gonna lie. That was the part where I was like, maybe I should skip forward, but then I might miss something. I mean,
at the beginning, I didn't really care because I was like, ha, farmer bro gets wrecked. And then I felt bad about it.
Poor bastard didn't deserve that.
I know that now.
Like, crap. And then, like, the power level spikes all around for both Invincible and Omni-Man. And I feel like that kind of started with this episode. Because I feel like a cyborg would not be as strong as Invincible. And Mark literally caught an asteroid in Earth's orbit and threw it back.
See, that's the thing. Even Cecil says, pretty impressive tech for someone working out of the sewer.
Yeah.
And, Cecil pretty much forces indentured servitude on him afterwards.
Dude, Cecil's so cool.
Cecil, like, after like these last couple episodes, Cecil might be my favorite character. Yeah,
poor Donald, too. Donald got his spine ripped out.
Yeah, my notes say Rip Donald.
Yeah, Rip Donald. But the cyborgs just seemed abnormally strong. Like, not only being able to fight Mark, but to keep Omni-Man down. To
be fair, there were like 10 of them or something like that.
Doesn't matter.
That's fair.
Omni-Man is portrayed as, like, destroying planets with his air velocity. Like, and then, like, I'm pretty sure Mark would be able to take on the Immortal. Like, Mark would be able to. And Omni-Man previously not only took on the Immortal, but the rest of the Guardians. Yeah. Suddenly, Omni-Man is struggling with the Immortal?
Okay. I actually do have some thoughts on the Immortals, so let's jump right into episode 7. So, episode 7, my first note says, "Too angry to die." And what I think is going on with the Immortal is that Omni-Man's also distracted. He's trying to talk to Mark and help him out at times because, you know, that giant squid thing, Cthulhu monster, is wrecking Mark pretty hard. Because, like, as soon as, like, he gets a free moment, he does just tear the Immortal in half. You should have stayed dead.
But I feel like he could have done it immediately.
Probably, you know, dramatic tension and all that. There are certain things I'm willing to let things like this get away with just for the sake of that.
And again, that's only because Omni-Man is such a powerful character. You have to force tension as a writer. Like, that's the fundamental flaw of, like, Superman characters. That you have to, like, literally, like, divine intervention to make a story. But, like, Omni-Man should have easily been able to dispatch the Immortal right away and then kill the monster. I don't know how powerful the monster is, but if it is able to rack around Omni-Man, then why the fuck Cecil make it stronger?
It was the only thing they could have thought of to kill Omni-Man.
But it's like, what are you gonna do if he does kill Omni-Man?
For all we know, Cecil did have a kill switch on it.
I mean, cool. I get to watch Omni-Man fight Cthulhu.
I do love it when he's like, I already beat this thing. Is like, we know, but we removed its pain scepters and juiced it up with every drug we have. And let me tell you, it's pissed and it thinks it's all your fault. I was dying when he said that.
And I don't know. I thought Omni-Man's motivation was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, it's true. If you are that powerful of a being, why would you care about insignificant life forms like that?
Mm-hmm.
Like, when you literally live for hundreds, I'm assuming hundreds of thousands of years.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know how actually old Omni-Man is.
Yeah, we don't.
But, and then also there's, like, the idea of, okay, Omni-Man is this powerful. Wait, there's an army of them? It's literally like, okay, I guess we're just going to watch this movie until they run out of time. Until Omni-Man's people arrive. Because there's nothing they can do.
I don't know. The Coalition of Planets does seem to have a plan. I'm just not sure what that plan is.
Yeah, Seth Rogen's people has a plan.
Although, so for my notes for episode 7, it just says, well, once again, too angry to die. I just call them the Blue Man Group. They're fantastic.
The Blue Man Group. Oh,
the Mahler twins.
The Mahler twins.
I put in my notes.
Yeah, they are pretty fucking funny.
Robot has a plan.
Yeah, become a pedophile.
She's 25.
Dude, she's the physical appearance of a 14-year-old, though.
I'm not.
Like, that's weird.
I'm not saying
that's
you're not
weird.
Wrong.
I know. Like, the reason why I don't actually care that much about it is because both of them are like 30 and 24. But it's like, that's weird.
Like, at least he made himself young too.
I mean, like, there are going to be weirdos on the internet to this episode, and that kind of disturbed me.
I will say, at least he did make himself young too.
Oh yeah, this is my fantasy. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about,
cutting
man.
So much of this.
No, leave this in. This is funny.
I put on here, Cecil tries his best.
Cecil does try his best. He tries everything.
He does.
$850 billion and it only bought us 5 minutes.
What are those things? Soldiers serving their country one last time. Oh, that.
Yeah.
You could tell he hated himself for half of that stuff.
I can't. I kind of want to believe that they were wounded soldiers and not dead soldiers.
They were dead soldiers.
Oh, dude, I think it's more fucked up to think of them as wounded.
I mean, that's fair, but I don't think Cecil would be happy with himself reanimating dead soldiers.
Yeah, I feel like Cecil probably, like, offered,
Mm-hmm.
like, to wounded soldiers. Because I don't think families would sign off on that.
I mean, you don't know what the military's doing. Like,
You don't know what I am.
you know, they give him that burial, but, you know, the body might be too damaged to look at. The casket's just empty.
How did those kids find the Immortal's body anyway?
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah, it's like, how the f*** did two teenage Reddit become smarter than, like, the government?
That was one of my favorite jokes when he said, Cecil couldn't even bring it back. Cecil's an idiot.
Yeah, Cecil is kind of an idiot, considering that, like, the only thing they did was reattach his head to his body.
So, here's the thing. Here's one thing I want to point out. I think Robot actually gave them the correct schematics for the collar. I literally think he was just too angry. Like, he's a barbarian and he went into rage.
Yeah.
You betrayed us! I'll kill you!
That was a cool... Well, actually, you know what? That kind of doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the first episode, Immortal thinks that something's controlling Omni-Man.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't make sense for him to come back to life blaming Omni-Man for everyone's deaths. Because wouldn't he still view him as a friend?
I don't know. After
because he thinks something is making him do this.
He did think that, but you know, opinions change, especially after
he thought about it while he was dead.
Especially after you're dead, opinions changed, and like he had that weird life flashback before his eyes.
He thought about it.
So for episode 8, my notes say, "Holy f***, Amber's character assassination, train." In all capital letters, high school, PTSD, and poor Debbie.
PTSD, that's interesting. What do you mean by that?
There was that moment where he was looking at the photos and he was seeing flashbacks of like the trauma he went through while fighting his father. And I think they're gonna.
That's true.
I think they're gonna build on it more.
I think that Mark should be more traumatized than he is.
Yeah, I think right now
he was
suppressed.
Used as a weapon to kill people and children.
Mm-hmm. I think he will be like, oh my god, the train scene. I like that's in all capital letters with like 3 exclamation points in my notes.
Yeah, and like the child and her mother dying.
Mm-hmm. There was literally a point where I kept saying, "Close your mouth, Mark. Please close your mouth. Just close your mouth."
It's like bugs on a window.
They can't get AIDS.
Think, Mark. Think.
Because otherwise, Mark would have gotten AIDS.
Actually, his blood's so pure he can't.
I know. That's why I said, "Thank God he can't get AIDS."
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, I wasn't paying attention all that much.
And
I was too busy.
Poor Debbie.
I was too busy thinking about the train scene.
Poor Debbie. Like, really, Debbie is the victim here.
I think the dude who was forced to kill children is the victim here. No offense.
I'm not saying he's not the victim.
Poor Debbie, she's the real victim here. She has sad.
Debbie's not just sad. She's probably going to suffer from major depressive disorder for the rest of her life.
And then Mark will have to bear this weight for thousands of years.
He'll get over it. He'll go to therapy.
He'll get over it.
After like the first 100 years, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Didn't they said the death toll was in the thousands.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of don't believe that. I feel like it at most it would be a few hundred. I think
after he slammed him into that mountain, there might have been an avalanche, which killed that entire village, but I'm not sure.
I don't think that village contained a lot of people.
That's fair. I have to rewatch this episode. I only watched each of these episodes once.
Like, if that was Everest they were fighting on, it didn't kill a lot of people.
I mean, Everest kills a lot of people every year, but that's beside the point. This is true.
Everest has a higher death toll than Omni-Man. You'll never beat Everest.
Also, on episode 8, my notes say Omni-Man cries.
Yeah. Also, I wanted to comment about that because I noticed something about the community for this TV show. They're both Game of Thrones fans and Rick and Morty fans.
That's not surprising.
Because every time I watched a clip on Invincible, the comments section were like paragraphs long, people going, I love this scene so much because it shows the humanity in Omni-Man because he cares for his son. He finally realized he was beating his son. Shut up, ass. Everyone knows that.
You don't understand. My IQ is just so much higher than yours because I actually hate Rick and Morty.
You just don't understand. Yeah, my 60-year-old mother would be able to understand this TV show.
My mom wouldn't watch it, but she could understand it.
Yeah, like, you're not special, dude. Just shut up.
Yeah,
I hate seeing that shit on like Game of Thrones clips.
I hate Rick and Morty
like
so
Rick and
much.
Morty clips.
I thoroughly dislike Rick and Morty.
It's a bunch of. Never mind. I'm not gonna say that. But I'll tell you after the recording.
Yeah.
But it's so awful. It's cringy. Stop doing it. If you're one of those people, stop. Just pick a quote from the clip and then like paste it into the comments and say this was cool. Go ahead.
There was something else I wanted to say and now I can't think of it.
I apologize.
Oh,
you said
yes.
episode 8 Omni-Man something.
Omni-Man cries. There's a scene, and I want to bring this up, and I'm gonna get just a wee bit serious for a moment. But the scene where he says, "Why did you make me do this?" is actually a line that abusers use to their victims. So if you have a loved one who ever says this to you, please call someone.
Call someone.
Please.
Yes, seek help.
There are lots of shelters and there's phone numbers. I'll post a phone number in the description.
Although it is very interesting how you understand Omni-Man. Because it's like, yeah, I kind of get that. Because there are days where you just turn on your game system or your PC and you just stare at it.
See, you
don't know what to play or do.
That's Omni-Man's issue, is that if he would have gotten into PC gaming, he wouldn't have cared about any of this war stuff anymore.
I'm gonna go kill the Koreans because they keep destroying me in CSGO. Mark, I'm playing Overwatch right now. Leave me alone.
Like, humanity would have been saved if Omni-Man just got into PC gaming.
Oh, no, I'm thinking about him saying, maybe I'll be Tracer.
No, Mark, maybe I'll be Tracer.
No, Mark.
For the most part...
Omni-Man could fly to one of his teammates' house and tell him to pick Mercy.
For the most part...
Pick Mercy, or I'll kill you.
I liked episode 8. I liked the whole season for the most part. I will say I had some issues, especially with Amber in the last 3 episodes. But...
Dude, Amber was my number one problem throughout the entire season.
I didn't mind her until episode 6. Especially after I found out she knew he was invincible, and after like he literally flew back to save them. That rubbed me the wrong way quite a bit. Like he wasn't lying. He did go to get help. Help was just him.
That's emotional abuse. That's emotional abuse right there. Amber is an abuser.
Ooh my. Oof. So far, I like this show quite a bit.
It's gonna be funny when Mark's in therapy and the only thing he's talking about is Amber. Didn't you like kill people?
We'll get to that.
When all I did was save her life.
Yeah. Jeez. Episode 8 left me with the same feeling I had after finishing like season 2 of Game of Thrones. So I was just like, oh my god. And I just needed a break from life. I just stared out the window for like 5 minutes and contemplated my existence.
Yeah, unfortunately my opinions haven't changed about the TV show. I still think it's like it's just cool and it's just fine.
Mm-hmm.
Because I hate to say it, but this TV show is kind of just murder porn.
Hey, it's already been confirmed for 2 more seasons, so we're going to be doing this for a long time, Greg.
Great. You do realize we have to do other TV shows now, right?
Over my cold, dead body. Yeah, I do. You know what's coming out soon?
You signed us up for Doom.
The Witcher Season 2 is coming out soon.
I didn't watch the first season.
Well, get on it.
Great.
We'll do a recap.
This is how Noah abuses me.
We'll do a recap of The Witcher for Watch It Again, and then for Season 2, we'll do a dish talk on it. All of you are welcome.
Cool.
But yeah.
Alright, well, final rating for Season 1.
This gets a strong 8 out of 10 from me for this first season. There were some things I didn't like, but it wasn't enough to where it annoyed me. It just made me unhappy that this great show could have been greater.
Yeah. Solid 7 for me.
Wow, I thought you were going to say 6, to be honest.
I wanted to say 6, but, like, there was some pretty cool moments in there.
It was cool seeing Omni-Man shove Mark in front of the train.
It was cool to watch Omni-Man just kill people.
Once again, I would like to give all the praise to J.K. Simmons. He is just an amazing actor and fantastic voice actor.
Omni-Man just said, "I am so sick of saving these people. They are helpless."
Like,
it pisses me off, Mark.
I want someone to like slice in Omni-Man's lines and put them in Legend of Korra when he's playing Tenzin. If someone could do that for me,
think, Korra, think.
I would love you.
Yeah, well, I guess watch this if you have a weak stomach, though. Don't.
Anyway, this is Dish Talk. I'm Noah. That's Greg. Please support us on Patreon. We have a Discord server, link below. If the link doesn't work, please let me know.
Oh, we're shilling this time.
I forgot to. I'm gonna put in an ad break in Mortal Kombat. Don't worry. I mean, it's bad enough I already have the pop-ups.
Alright, well, good night, everybody. We're gonna go take out the trash.